Hi y'all, what's up y'all? How everybody doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat with their thumb jack. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to my new subscribers. Shout out to the Paya gang. Shout out to everybody in the world. All right, man. Y'all know this is the #1 YouTube channel when it comes to Kenneka Jenkins. Man, look. When I tell you, man, this stuff is real, I want to start off like this for ever since I heard about the Kenneka Jenkins case. Man, I look at the world more different, and I'm just trying to show the best way I can. That's why her death means so much to me because it was a sacrifice. It was to them. It was a wake up call to me. So when they sacrifice, they let me know God is real. All right, check this out, right? I'm gonna just get down to it. Disclaimer: Fair Use Act, education purpose use only. All rights, image, and music clip belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. All right. I want to start off like this for y'all. I want to go to the map right here, and I want to start it off right here. 63rd, 100 block, 63rd and King. Now this Vernon, right? You want to know why this so important? When it comes to the Kenneka Jenkins case, look at it like this here. Now, when Kenneka died, these people in this area, like the Parkway Garden, Old Block, College Grove, West Lawndale, you know what I'm talking about? Keep Vernon, man, because that's where King robbed from. Know they BDs. Right? Everybody know King Von and Lil Durk BDs. They from the South Side, right? Old block in these apartments right here. That's called Parkway Garden, right? This is Parkway Garden right here. These is the same guys they did the hit on FBG Dub. And remember when they showed y'all was like, oh yeah, they showed us surveillance camera. They came back when they did the hit. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you study the map right, everybody should know where the Gold Coast is. All right. So you got Pod, now you got 63rd. Now, when I told y'all, I used to watch King Rob all the time. And King Rob, real BD. When I say King Rob BD, put it like this here. If King Von and Lil Durk and them BD, but they big rappers, you know what I'm saying? But King Rob is bigger than them on the streets. Cause that's they big homie. And guess what King Rob is? I used to watch his live. He always represent where he from, like a real nigga supposed to do. This where I'm from. Remember when I told y'all I was like, all right, this is the third, this Vernon. Right here, this Vernon. King Rob represent. Let's go down Vernon. This Vernon, right? Keep this in mind. Let's go to 53rd. I mean 59th. You got 59th. This right here. This so look, when I say King Rob said, yeah, I'm at 59 in Vernon. Vernon right here, and they go 59. You see what I'm saying? So they was explaining why he would be at the party. All right. Let me show y'all something else. If you go back to all they songs, like right here. Hold up. Let me show y'all this right quick. if you just read a little bit, right? You know what I'm saying? He was born 1994. Everybody know when Kenneka was born. Kenneka was born 1998, right? He was professionally known as King Von, a rapper, a street gangster from Chicago, and he's the Black Disciple. Like what T.Y. Rowland said on BD, all of them. And you know that's a gang that's from the South Side, right? Check this out. He's known for drill, rap, hip hop. His last name is Bennett. Keep that in mind. His last name is Bennett. Go do some research on it. Go look at the last name Bennett. And this all gonna make sense to you. I swear to God, it will. Check this out. This is how the Illuminati works. Oh yeah, once you sell your soul, we give you triple platinum stories, crazy story, triple platinum records. They took her to the old, you know what I'm saying, making it to the Billboard Hot Chop. Welcome to the old. Then you got Lil Dirt. All right, what's up with Lil Dirt? Keep this in mind, right? And I told y'all, man, y'all can link this stuff back to Kenneka Jenkins. Lil Dirt, last name Banks. Go look at the last name Banks. All right. Lil Dirt, Chicago drill music. You know what I'm talking about? Signed it to the street mixtapes. So look, when it come to him, Lil Dirt been doing this since 2013 and 2014. That make a lot of sense to me now. That would make a lot of sense to me now. And you were born in 1992, and King Von born 2 years later. Then Kenneka was born like, you know what I'm saying, 6 years later. After that, all right, I guess I'll let. So, all right. So you were with Def Jam Records. All right, and some more Illuminati people. Remember my name. You know, they go Lil Dirt, right? Right, check this out. Same, do y'all see these same poses? Ain't that's the same pose the baby did? Y'all remember the baby? He got a meme out with this same kind of pose, right? All right, check this out. So, Lil Dirt 2 times, 2016, right? So watch this. In the following independent release of his Just Cuz Y'all Waved It mixtape in March of 2018. What was going on in 2017? Lil Dirt, King Von, King Raw, everybody named Kings, Chosen Kings. Oh yeah, remember that OTF, only in the family, right? That's the biggest T. Oh yes, that's the biggest T right there. I'm finna take y'all down on the journey. Cause when I say this Illuminati connected, do this finna be everybody know about Lil Dirt with that Illuminati connection. Look what happened to King Von. Only thing he did got King Von down there to Atlanta and did the same shit what they do in Chicago, but do it in Atlanta and they'll make everybody think on some, whoa, what's up? You know, is this some of them Atlanta dudes? And then look who took in the rap for it, right? I'm telling y'all, bro, this some cold game Illuminati playing. Yeah, this some cold game the Illuminati playing, Jack. When I was young, Before Lil Durk and them, you know what I'm saying? Man, we listen. You know what we would listen to? Some Lil Jon, some Gucci Man. You know what I'm talking about? Watch this. Nothing in 2017. But starting off, right? Hold up. Boom. Nothing in 2017. Quiet as a mouse. So what this look like? Boom. If he ain't got nothing to do with it and rise to fame and he connected to the Kenneka Jenkins case. So boom, nothing in 2017 as you see, but when 2018, when you a good old boy, when you connected to the Illuminati, you did your part. Oh yeah, man, look, man, give that man that contract. Why I signed it. Boom, boom, boom. Get that man the best beats in the world. Next thing you know, you get a snake in the music. Y'all know what a snake sound like? Sound like a hi-hat. That's what a snake do. Hiss. You know what I'm talking about? But you put it in the music, you can bounce your head to that mug. You know what I'm talking about? What a snake, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That's how Lucifer Cole with the instruments. You can blow a flute and charm a snake. Guess where I learned that from? India, goddammit. Man, they can blow flute and be make a cobra dance to that jumpy day. Damn, Jack. Shit. It's about some frequency. It's about the frequency, bruh. Don't that make the music when you hear that? And then they can high roll that motherfucker, make it roll. You know what I'm saying? Man, we going to work. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, I'm finna go to work, man. Man, get this motherfucking money right quick. Am nigga finna get it. They crossed the line today. You know what I'm talking about? But watch this. Hold up. Nothing in 2017. Keep him at the dog. Cause once he pop out, bam, boy, you got some deals. Woo, look at you, boy. Starting in 20. He signed with Emerald Records in July of that year. What everybody was talking about on the Kenneka Jenkins case in July in 2018. Just go to YouTube, TikTok, and type in the filter. What they were talking about in 2018, you know what I'm talking about? That's how you finna get your real tea. Then you will see what all the beef was about. Cause that's when Chicago was really going to war with these rappers. Keep this in mind. You got LBG Doug, Lil Durk and them beefing and all this old stuff, right? You know. Man. Watch this. I'ma act like this how I'm finna act like y'all. Cause I think I'd do a better job. Act like y'all don't exist right now. I don't wanna read the chat. I don't wanna think I'm live right now. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine just Trey Gang just doing research. I ain't even live, you know what I'm saying? Right, check this out. This my mindset right here. Watch how cold I am. let me see. Connecting this shit back to Poway God. All right. So let me go to so in 2018 he signed with the record label in July of that year in 2018. I think I might need to go to Kenneka Jenkins in 2018. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see Kenneka Jenkins 2018. We got interviews, update, videos, and documentary. Do I need to go to the? No, I don't need to go to the documentary. There'll be a distraction. I might need to go to the interviews because that's where everybody was speaking tongues. So let me see. All right, 2018. All right. Now I know this was 2017. I do know this 2017. You know. All right. Boom, boom, boom. This is what everybody would be talking about, analyzing P study video. And you got, you know what I'm saying? No, that don't count right there because that ain't 2018. I want to talk about 2018. Shit, I can go back to him. Let's go to John Q video. Let me see, cause I you know what I'm saying. I did understand what was going on. I just need to go to the very first video. I just want to see, cause that's the same person. What this was? Uh, damn it! God damn it, John Q. I know you went live before that. Hold on. How can I go to the date right here? It's 2019. No, God damn it, John. God damn, he got rid of the video. Man, they be deleting everything. It's a year later. And I'm on to him because I've traced him back to New York. And I'm glad that you said your name is John because I traced your family back to the Donahue. All right. So how I'm going to look at this? Because they go back to the lawyers that represented the hotel. That's why Mr. Reese would call these people the devil. All right. Let me go back to hold on. I gotta go back to 2018. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Gotta go with the King Rob then. Let's see what King Rob was talking about. King Rob. Kenneka Jenkins. And I just want to go on his channel. Let's go to, there'll be a perfect example. I want to know what's going on in 2018 if this ain't no Illuminati stuff. Damn, let me see. I want to go to the video, to the oldest one, and this will be the first video. Damn it! And they said Lil Durk was talking about he signed a deal in March 2018. Hold on, wait a minute. The following independent release of his Just Call Y'all Waited mixtape in March 2018, he signed a deal in July of that year. March. Man. Let me see. Man, do I know my months? January, February, March, April, May, June 2018. And King Rob know what's up with Lil Durk, cause they be these. And King Rob the big homie. And that's why he know all the stuff in 2018, cause I want to know what they were talking about in the Kenneka Jenkins case. Alright. This is what King Rob was talking about. With the this is why he shared that picture with the horns. Okay. Alright. So I'm looking at these pictures right here. So now I gotta go back to the funeral pictures. I think I got it on my stuff. I might need to go live and let the world see this stuff, cause I need to go to the funeral pictures. Let me go to my captures right quick. I know I got the funeral picture. I need to upload that so they can see that. And maybe they'll see a little different when they come to the funeral picture. I don't want to click on Selena Gomez right now. Nope. I'm sticking to the goddamn script. Yeah, they did. Yup. They be sticking to the script, y'all. Hold on. What is the photo? Man, I could just type it in YouTube. That's what I need to do, because I waste too much time. And I wait too much time. All right. Now, this the casket picture. Check this out. All right. As I was thinking, like, I want to know why when they were showing all these younger pictures of Kenneka, and and also she got cousins that look just like her, cousins, and they look so much alike. And you could look at this, be like, if that look at this photo, how old that Kenneka supposed to be? Trying to think, cause I know what pictures they showed the world. I'm trying to see, did they actually show pictures of 2, 3 different types of people? Like, I don't know. Maybe let me look at this picture a little close. Right? That's supposed to be Kenneka. I'm thinking, man, that's Kenneka though. Thinking on this shit, man. Cause how I'ma tell the world, if I go live right now, how I'ma tell the world, like, man, nah, I'm gonna let them figure it out. Like, look, all I just gotta do is show them this picture right here, and there goes to Kenneka. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. This picture right here? Let me skip that back. Hold up. I'm looking at the eyes. I see it slightly different. Now I know, you know what I'm saying, that me be messing around And I be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Who that is? Oh, that my cousin. Oh, that's your cousin? Yeah. Oh man, I can see this was in me. Y'all look just alike. But you got this picture. Hold up. So I'm looking at these eyes. This one don't got dimples. That one got dimples. She just need to smile. That could be Kenneka Jenkins. But this one right here, I say that's Kenneka Jenkins. So I want to know why they actually try to film it like if that's Kenneka. Kind of hard to say. Hey, hold up. I need to pull up a picture real quick. I think it. I don't know. I'm starting to think it's a lot of pictures out here flowing, and everybody thinking it's the same girl, and I don't think they're the same girl. Cause I remember this picture right here of the cuz. So I'm trying to see. I want to know because I did a lot of typing and stuff. And if I go live, I want to know if I show the word this. I want to know would it make sense. I got some paperwork and stuff, and I don't want to mislead nobody. So let me go to man, I don't even know, bro, because I don't think nobody gonna believe this type of shit. And then she said she supposed to be out there, she on the Nipsey Hustle case, and now, I don't think she doing an investigation. I might be wrong on this stuff. Might be wrong. But is I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'll leave paperwork saying, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some will progress in the end of it. Hmm. I don't know. But I do know what's up with this one though. For sure. Cause I know this John go back to this John. Hold on. Little paperwork, something small. You know what I'm talking about? Something small. Man. And I'm like, man, once you link family members up, it's a puzzle. You could put like, yeah, go to the puzzle bar, they're gonna show you on the bottom, like, yeah, this a gremlin and this a gorilla over here. Put these puzzles together. Man, once you match it up, you like, damn, once you put all the pieces together, you got a million pieces. Look what you finna put out, like, oh my God, sweet Jesus. Uh, Let me do it like this here. All right, let me see some. I got her actually in my playlist here, and it's in my Kenneka Jenkins. And I just want to go to another family member. Another family member, right? Hold on. I ain't talking about that one now, you know what I mean? I want to go to this one. Wait a minute. Hold tight. What is that lady at? Oh, right here. Here she go right there. There she go. Boy, pause on the man. You see this? Boy, I perfectly paused it. All right now. We doing good. I'm gonna show the world this stuff though, bro. Man, ain't nobody gonna believe me when I'm trying to tell you like, damn, cause I know what that lady would root for Trey game. Cause I was on the hotel ad, and when I get on the hotel ad, then I gotta get on Monique and them ad, and then Mr. Reese and them about the pool. You did a scrape drop move. Hold on, I done froze up now. Let me see. Pool area.
Hey
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
So, do y'all remember when Miss Martin first got to the hotel at 434? When Monifa and them called her at home and told her daughter was missing. She kind of begged them to stay and look for her until she heard Monifa in the background saying how tired she was of waiting. And she
How tired she was and waiting, and keep this in mind. If if you watch my last live, won't this conversation will make a whole lot of sense if you start digging into June when they had a kidney transplant. If Selena Gomez had a kidney transplant in June, guess who else had surgery in August? Miss Teresa beating breast cancer, right? Hmm. If you go back to my last life, you'll be like, damn, Miss Teresa showed to my she beat cancer. Praise God in August. Why you ain't heard nothing from Lil Durk in 2017? Guess what they were talking about in March, right? In March 2018. Guess what Chosen King was trying to tell everybody about the Illuminati? Guess what they were talking about? This. Hold on, watch this. Check this out. Watch this, y'all. Now I don't need this. I just want to show y'all this Monique.
been running around, looking around, or whatever. And when she made it up there, do y'all remember the very first night?
Uh huh.
She said when she made it up there
Uh
that
huh.
morning, she said they told her that somebody had defecated in the pool. Some of the first things she said is, my daughter looked like she was fighting. Her hair was all over her head. And the next thing she said was, it looked like she was choked. And then she was like, when she first arrived to Crown Plaza, I don't know if she pulled up on that side to park the car or whatever, but she was like, they was cleaning the pool. Who the hell does that? Like, who cleaning the pool at that time?
So if I go back to June, if they killed her sometime, it would make sense why Lil Durk would be out of the picture in 2017 when it comes to a sacrifice, because you need Selena Gomez. And she stayed out the spotlight too. So that's two people that was out the spotlight when the setup was in play. And then once the hit was made, everybody got music deals. Man, I don't think the world gonna believe me if I tell them shit. Tell them this. I think I might need to go live and tell the world about this stuff. Oh no. Ain't nobody gonna believe me when I go to her page. And once I would start figuring things out, and once I start figuring things out, right? Go to your oldest video and figure out who you actually is. Look, no wonder. Man, I wish I could show the world how I got all this information. And I'm like, man, this how these people work. They know what happened to Kenneka Jenkins, but they'll come off a conspiracy theory like, yeah, Jedediah versus Andrew Home, getting justice for Kenneka and stirring the pot up even more. That's just like somebody will come in my kitchen telling me, hey Trey Gang, put some of my chicken, onion seeds and salt in there. I'm like, man, what you mean, man? Look, I don't need none of this shit. I got paella season over here. You know what I'm talking about? That's that paella season. That shit go with some chicken, fries. Shit, you might don't even need ketchup. Put some of that paella season on that motherfucker. You a criminal, goddamn. Hey, fuck the ketchup. I just want to keep tasting the paella season. Eating that shit like chips. And then look. All right. So I'm looking at this picture. And as I look at this picture, now I know when you die, your skin will darken up when you get embalmed in and everything and all this. But as you keep looking, just keep looking. All you just gotta do is open your mind. Look. Watch this. Check this out. Watch this. I want everybody to stare at that picture right now. Watch how I'm finna wake y'all up. I gotta be a musician at this point. I gotta be a musician at this point, y'all. Watch this. Look at that picture right now. Stare at it. Look at it. Stare at it. Keep staring. I want you to analyze everything that you see when it comes to the face, the lips, the cheeks, everything. Look at it. Keep staring. I'm gonna put it in your face like they put it in your face. I'm gonna put it in your face like they put it in your face. Keep staring. Man, watch this. If you keep staring at that picture, analyze Kenneka. Once you look at that picture, think about Kenneka. That's all you gotta do. Just think about Kenneka. When you look at that picture, like, yes, Kenneka. Hmm. Yeah, let me pull that picture up right quick. I need to go to the funeral home picture. Watch this, y'all. Man, what the hell? Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Wrong. Ooh. Look, right here. Look, watch this, y'all. Damn, bro, what the hell? Right here. Look at that picture again. Look at that picture again, right? Once you look at that picture, now I'm gonna give you this. Hold up. Where you at? Just had that job. I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm thinking there's two different type of people there. This gonna be with the bruises. Cross the lips. Look at the lips. Let's look at the one. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. I'm scrolling for the picture right quick. I want y'all to see. Do y'all see what I see? Now look, y'all remember this photo right here? Ain't this crazy? They were trying to tie this photo to September the 9th, round two song, right? On September 9th, round two song. This when Kenneka actually died. Months before then. And that's when so once you find out was like, damn, that girl dead. And guess when she had the Adidas outfit on. Ooh, wait. And then look, they try to make it look like Kenneka was dead outside in the parking garage or in the parking lot, right? On September 9th. But guess what happened to her in June? Boy, now I'm finna cook. Cause they all said, they go Kenneka right there. They had to put the shades on her to cover her eyes. She was already dead. Why would you bring this up if she actually showed a dead body? This is what a dead body look like. And then what a dead body look like? Yup. Sure live. This ain't nobody drunk, passed out. Eyes wide open. Oh yeah, in the back seat of a car and the last crime scene now. With Adidas outfit on. Ooh wee. And then look, boy, you got rope around that girl. Now I make sense now. That's why they had look, when they show thumb me up right now. Trey ain't finna slaughter these bitches. All the YouTubers that shared this shit, yeah, that's Kenneka in the back seat. She dead. Did you have other YouTubers? Nah, I'm a debunk that because that's an old ass picture. That was months ago. That was months ago. She would just pass out in the back seat drunk, celebrating win. Damn, near probably no, her birthday in May. You see what I'm saying? That's so crazy. We actually seeing a dead body. Don't got to believe me. In the back seat. Guess who the driver? Bree Bree. Guess who will be in the car with Bree Bree? Miss TT. Guess what they finna take her to? Woo Ouija. Guess what they finna take her ass to? Would you say you signed a contract? Guess what they finna take her to? Way before September 9th. Cause once you go to this why this don't match up. Nope, I don't want that picture. I don't even want that picture. Nope, I don't even want. That's the girl that played her in the. That's the one that's in TY live video. I want this John. Her in the cast. I just had it. Hold on. I just had the casket picture. Let me pull it back up, y'all. I'm sorry about the inconvenience. You know what I'm talking about? I'm cooking right now. You know what I'm talking about? When I cook, it's like I'm cooking some beans. You know what I'm saying? You just don't cut the heat up high. You cut it real low and let it simmer a little bit. You know, just let it simmer because once you let some beans, you let it simmer. You know, the better it'll taste, and the better you will be full. But like, damn, yeah, butter that, damn it, boy, that shit hit the spot. Hold on, I gotta go back to the goddamn casket picture, bro. Damn it. All right. Hold on. I just want to go to this till I find the picture, right? So y'all can understand. Do you believe me now? All because the YouTuber was putting content out about this photo alone. You see how much publicity they got out there for? They go, Kenneka dead. She right there. She dead. She was in the car. She was in the parking lot. This, here go y'all proof. She in the parking lot, y'all. She dead. You know what I'm saying? They had to put shades on her and everything. Then everything like, yeah, she passed out drunk. Right? I need to show the casket picture. Hold up. Oh, man, don't mess up, Trey Gang. Don't even mess up, bro. Doing good. You getting out of focus because you taking too long to find this shit. You just had it up there. I need to go live and show the world this shit here, man. And this our shit that been deleted off the internet, and I saved it. You know what I'm saying? I saved it, man. God damn it, man. I saved some of the shit they deleted. That's why Miss Teresa had to come out with that shit. Sticking to the script, right? Because she knew what contract she sold her daughter to. Okay. Money, yeah. Why was it in my captions? I mean, in my download, man, I fucked up now, y'all. They didn't know what. It might be it. Oh, here you go. All right. Check this out. Ooh, wee. I ain't got to say nothing. Clearly look like two different people to me. Cause check this out. Y'all wanna know what's so spooky? Y'all wanna know what's the real spooky part about it? When King Rob was really talking about Antonio and Vic Evans and talking about some twins and stuff. Look at this. Look who that girl in the casket looked like. Look.
I'm a motherfucking Jenkins, snap a bitch finger. I used to tell Candy, then I tell a bitch. I could know what a bitch doing, but I ain't know I was God's daughter. Not only that, he had a big old heart for me.
Whoa, my God. Man, do you see that? Match this up in the casket. And that's why King Rob said what he said, Miss Teresa. Trey ain't so cold. This finna stir up the whole YouTube screen. Don't that Miss Teresa look just like that girl in the casket? Shit. Huh? Where Miss Teresa kids at, bro? Nah, ain't nobody. They ain't gonna believe me when I say this. When I say, man, Hollywood is the most powerful people in the world, it won't make me no sense of trying to expose it. Cause shit, man, these people. Why would I try to? I'm trying to expose it, but it won't be worth it. Trade game. Well, it'll be worth it though if you really die behind it. And if you really know what I'm saying, it ain't about the views with you, it's about the views with them. Yeah, fuck that shit. Put that shit out there, Trey Gang. Yeah, man, look. See this shit? I'm gonna tell the world this shit. Man, look, I found out some information about Miss Teresa's real daughter. I know about Kenny and Kenneka on her brother, I know about this shit, but this right here though, no, no, boy. When I tell you these foreigners is some scammers, when I tell you these foreigners is some scammers, when I say these foreigners is scammers. Man, you think Somalia got popped with hair curl and goddamn it, Foster curl? Ain't King Rob tied that Foster curl back? Look at me, Teresa again. She even looked like a foreigner. Man, I need to go live and tell the world this shit, bro. Cause I got the paperwork, but I'm trying to see how can I link the paperwork, cause YouTube keep striking me on this shit, man. I can't even get the word out. It's like they're trying to keep me silent. And like, yeah, Trey Gang, since you said this, we gotta hold your video for reviews and shit and put it on pause type shit. And got everybody looking at my motherfucking channel like, damn, Trey Gang got 1,500 views on this. Yeah, he lost his views. Yeah, and ain't nobody listening to that shit. Yeah, good. Let's just move on, y'all. Ain't nothing to see here. Like, damn. But when I saw the real Adam, I'm like, damn, how's goddamn 50,000 people in real time watching my channel? What video they watching? Somebody running this YouTube screen. Cause don't y'all remember when I said, hey man, look, check this out. Every dude, look, you see this? Look, check it out. Why did check it out? Man, I ain't even seen this at first. I didn't even understand what I was seeing. When King Rob said, hey, look, why did? Matter of fact, I watched King Rob live video, and this was in round about this time. When they had the funeral, check this out. If you were real that hard Kenneka Jenkins, you would be following their case every day like you doing now. Round about that time when they had the funeral, this on September the 31st. You see how close up that picture it is? Who took a picture of that photo? King Rod was like, yeah, we had gave the little boy the phone, and the little boy was like, yeah, take a picture of Kenneka Jenkins in the photo to tell, so we can tell the world that's not her in the body. What they did was, this photo is not the photo that you see at the funeral. Mm-mm. 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 Cause the other girl, look, boy, this shit finna get so deep, man. If you want to know why Mitch Reason had to say, shut it down, shut this shit down. Man, look, that's the most powerful Satan got in the world where they about to get exposed, especially the mama. And, and they told the mama, man, shut this shit down. And she like, look, y'all, no more protest. Fuck this shit. Mm-mm. What's the skirt? They ain't making no more money. They ain't making no more money. Damn, I see how y'all get the money. Oh, okay. I see what's going on now. Now I'm on higher level how the world is a stage. Check it out. Look at this photo. According to this photo, man, those two pictures, they're two totally different people right there. Ice cold with this shit, bro. Man, Trey Gang ice cold with this shit. Anybody, Ray Charles, you can show these same line up and like, yeah, that's this your dog. Ask me to reach, yeah, which one of them your daughter? Shit, look at this shit. That ain't the same girl that's in the freezer that's in the casket. You ain't gotta believe me, but let's start up the horniness. Everybody that's in the chat, how many people that's in the chat? 158, right? 158. Give me your honest opinion right now. Is that Kenneka in the casket that matched the photo with her in the freezer? Man, I'm finna cook they ass, bro. Check this out. I'm a chef. You don't even need the type of goddamn heat I got going. Man, we can roast some shit, and we can roast some shit at 250 degrees. We don't even need to cut up 350. Nope. Nah. Mm-mm. Now, don't put that meat in that oven at no 400 degrees. You're going to dry the meat out. It's going to be tough. You want your shit tenderism. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, add a little apple cider vinegar, you know, then to your meat and make it tenderism and fall off the bones. Look, is that the same girl, her, in her? I blow it up. I blow it up. Don't got to believe me. Just drop your honest opinion on this. You know what I'm talking about? You on the safe side, goddamn it. On this channel, you on the safe side, like, yeah, Trey Gang, I don't think that's her. You got a freedom of speech on this channel, goddamn it. You got a freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is allowed. I don't give a fuck. I ain't blocking nobody. Nobody finna get blocked, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you troll or whatever you do. Just look at it. I'll zoom it out. Yeah, y'all, drop it in the comments. Just drop it in the comment, gang. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody got a right to freedom of speech. Cause you go one or two ways with this. If you say, Trey Gang, I don't think that's her in the casket. That's your opinion. And I'm like, well, I don't think that's her in the casket. I ain't confirming it. All this allegedly lie. I just want you just to look at the body. But look who this person in the casket will more look like. Man, that's what scared me the most. Cause don't you know look, check this out. Y'all want to get scary with this shit? Let's get scary with this shit, right? Hold on, let's get scary with this shit. When I say this, right, I ain't saying, Trey Gang, you saying that Mr. Reese in the casket? Hell no. Don't even come to me with that bullshit. Like we on the short yellow bus. Mm-mm. I ain't saying that Mr. Reese in the casket. No, 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 no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's what I'm really finna say. I ain't got to say nothing. Check this out. Man, I might go viral on this shit. You know what? Let's see, can I go viral on this shit? If I show y'all this, look, y'all see this? Can anybody agree? Be like, yeah, that lady look just like Miss Teresa. Drake ain't said there's not Miss Teresa though. There could be a niece, a daughter, a real kid. You know what I mean? The one that could be playing Kenneka on the footage on this side of the hotel. And when they get to a close up on the footage, you can play this side. No, that one, no. See, you know what? That ain't Miss Teresa in that casket, bro. If you really check this out, I ain't even gonna go there. How many people in the chat? I tell you what, I got so much tea right now just to stop all the propaganda. Cause it's people in the chat that finna be like distracting and stuff, and I'm just trying to stop all that before it even happened, before they even spread rumors. Like Drake ain't trying to say that Mr. Reacher playing Kenneka in the casket and put it out there, made me look crazy and shit, right? You know what I'm talking about? I just want y'all to see this shit. All right. If you want me to keep going, I'm gonna do this for Kenneka Jenkins. Thumb me up if you want me to show you what I really learned and can actually get justice. Not the justice that we gonna get, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, in the courtroom type shit, and we can actually see somebody getting charged. No. Mm-mm. We can get justice by knowing the truth. This is a case that you can let the killers get away with it. At least you know how they operate, but it's gonna kill them though. Because they can't operate the same no more. They got to re-strategize. See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying right now, it's so many, it's 165 people in here right now. Get those likes up right now. And the reason why I say this, check this out. Watch this. Do this make sense, gang? When I show you this, put 2 and 2 together when I say this, like, damn, wait a minute. What if Miss Teresa got kids of her own? She got kids of her own, right? But nobody never saw her kids. Just as like a foreigner just got buzzed with those Somalians. Like, yeah, man, we got daycare, but where the kids at? Well, no, look. Man, somebody done broke in and stole all the files. Let me read the comments right quick. Let me see what I'm looking like right now in the chat. Cause this is real spiritual shit right now. Look at me, Teresa. Look.
His favorite. When he was living, I was his favorite too. He used to take my ass whoopers there. So what the fuck you think you gonna do in the spiritual world? I dare anyone, bitches, to try. I don't dare. I'm the beast, bitch. I'm everything that you want, bitch. I'm the motherfucker, bitch. Come on. I don't dare.
Right, that big voice deep as a motherfucker with that demon ass shit. See that photo? I just want everybody to stare at this photo. Once you stare at this photo, watch this, y'all. I'm gonna play one video. And I just want y'all to stare at this photo and Miss Teresa. And let me play this, John. Kenneka, Jenkins, Antonio, and Vet Evans. I need to go. Nah, August Cold. Kenneka, Jenkins, August Cold. Man, god damn it, man. Shit. I got to type this shit in. Start this jump right now, gang. I ain't even to show her video. No, matter of fact, let me show her video right here. Do this make sense now, y'all? Tell me, do this make sense now when you listen to this again?
Getting messages, and I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna tell y'all everything that I know, because I know for a fact that a lot of you guys stop paying attention to this story.
Go to www.flyerhike.com.
From September 9th to today. I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
Just listen what happened.
You need to hear this. This is very serious.
I'm not sure if this is true or not,
right?
but this is
what
story
happened.
I picked up.
Number 1, 2 girls were killed. Okay? 2 girls were killed. The footage that was released the night of Kenneka's death was fake. Okay? Her roaming the halls was scripted and staged. Her walking into the kitchen was scripted and staged. And also, the footage of the live video in the room was staged. They had all those kids go in there and pretend, okay?
Pretend.
Kenneka died 3 days before that night. The woman that died that night is Antonia Evans, and y'all.
The girl that died that night 3 months before. Go back to Selena Gomez. Watch this. That's why you finna understand Antonio and Vet Evans. Woo-wee. So check this out. The model of this story is, guess who will be in the casket? When Antonio and Vet Evans said, this my daughter, Miss Teresa. This my daughter. That ain't her daughter. That was Miss Teresa's daughter. Ooh, her real daughter. Oh, and that was the distraction to get everybody. That's why Chosen King came out with Barbara Evans like, yeah, that's my daughter in the casket, Miss Teresa. That was not your daughter. But check this out. The reason why they had to say that, because that was Miss Teresa's daughter in that casket. They kept a secret. Pow! And she got it tatted on her titty. That's why she said, I gotta need to give you know what I mean? Nope, don't believe me. Let me put it out there right now again. This what y'all get. Trey ain't saying, hey, Miss Teresa got some daughters. Kenneka is not her daughter. Kenny is not her daughter. Leonora is not her daughter. She took them in of family members that she set up. She set up Kenneka daddy. Boom! Because Kenneka daddy left her a lump sum of money. Scammers. Leonora daddy? Who is Leonora daddy? Nobody don't know. She ain't gonna tell you. No. Cause guess what? Leonora and me Teresa got in common. I know you killed my dad and set my dad up. You know what I'm talking about. Oh shit! This look like Kenneka in the casket game. This Kenneka in the casket. Shit. Man, you can put these two photos like hell no. Hell no. Some of them might be like, hell yeah, that's her. That ain't her. Don't believe me. You can say that's her. You got freedom of speech on this channel. You ain't gonna get bashed. I ain't gonna get bashed. You know what I'm saying? You got freedom of speech. Raise hell on this motherfucker. All I care. That's how serious I know how this shit finna go down now. I know how this finna go down. Look at everybody like, no, Trey gang, no way that's her in the cast. You showing the photos comparison, right? Look, you ain't got to agree with me or nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Don't agree with me. Just because Trey gang, no. Turn the heat up on me, bro. Turn the heat up on me, you know what I'm saying? And like, man, look, man, you turn the heat up on Dre gang, bro, you know what I'm saying? Man, look. It's still gonna be the same. Give me your honest opinion. Cause watch how your opinion finna matter right now. When I said, hey, give me your honest opinion. It's so many people in the live right now. You got an opportunity. You can say yay or nay. You can say you got the freedom of speech. Like, hey, yeah, man, look. I don't think that's her. This is my reason. Boom, boom, boom. I give you a couple of minutes. Matter of fact, I'm finna give y'all how long this video is. I can exit out Mr. Teresa John. Look. How? It's like you seeing two different people that look so similar, they can look alike. You ain't gotta believe me on this. Watch this. Look at the funeral home pictures. See how swole those lips is? And look at these lips. Mm-hmm. All right, watch this, y'all. So once you look at this photo, look at this photo. See that?
I ain't even really seen her yet, unless you've been following the story. So I'm gonna break it down to you, okay? Andrew Holmes is the activist that claims that he saw the footage of Kenneka walking into the freezer and then later on went back and denied it. That's Andrew Holmes. He's the black guy. He's the one that started all this shit. There was a girl that got raped in March, okay? She got raped in March of 2017, but she looked exactly like Kenneka. Now, you got Lenora and Teresa playing the mom and the sister. That is not her mom, and that is not her motherfucking sister, okay? She's not neither of them. The sister is actually related to the girl that was raped in March that looks like Kenneka, but that's not her. So I'm going to tell you what they did. They hid Brianna in Indiana and paid Kenneka to play two people. They played Kenneka to play Brianna because she looked so much like her, and they also paid her to play a girl that died in the freezer, but she was never supposed to die. The other girl that died is Antonia Evans. So listen to me, because this is confusing. There's three girls. Three. There's Antonia Evans, there's Kenneka, and there's Brianna. Brianna's still alive. That's the girl that was originally raped, that was in on it too. She got paid to allow them to use her picture to pretend that was Kenneka. So on Dr. Oz and on the news and all that shit, that was Brianna's picture. That wasn't Kenneka. But they paid Kenneka to play both parts because they were going to get money off of Antonia Evans' organs.
So basically, guess what Miss Teresa did? When she set her daughter up and got away with it, she had other people in the family play Kenneka Jenkins on the footage walking in the freezer. And that's where the other daughter come in there. So you mean to tell me you don't peep game when they was like they were twin? Actually, they weren't twin, but they was all related sisters and brothers and cousins. Cause you know Kenneka got her daddy is Miss Reese's brother, and Miss Reese got kids of her own. And then man, bruh, look.
So both of those girls were put on Front Street. The only person that was not supposed to be known about was Antonia Evans. Now I'm going to tell you who Antonia Evans is. Antonia Evans is the woman in the freezer and the woman in the casket. That is a 48-year-old woman that went missing the same time.
Maybe they could been actually Miss Teresa key. I ain't gonna say shit, cause man, look, I don't even know how to tell the world this shit. Cause once you look at this shit, I can't do nothing but go to Miss Teresa page. Teresa Martin. Woo! Trey Gang don't do it! Oh shit, Trey Gang, so who look, why this? So guess who Antonio and Vet Evans would actually be if you were caught on to what she said.
Neither of them to me. Because I'm getting messages. And I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to tell y'all everything that I know, because I know for a fact that a lot of you guys stopped paying attention to this story.
Go to www.flyhype.com.
From September 9th to today.
This
I'm
is
going
not
to
my
tell you
video.
what's going
Just
on,
listen
and
what
you
happened.
need to hear this. This is very serious.
I'm not
and
sure if
fuck
this
the
is
fuck
true
up,
or not,
all
but
right?
this is
This
just the
is what
story I
happened.
picked up.
Number one, 2 girls were killed. Okay? 2 girls were killed. The footage that was released the night of Kenneka's death was fake. Okay? Her roaming the halls was scripted and staged. Her walking into the kitchen was scripted and staged. And also, the footage of the live video in the room was staged. They had all those kids go in there and pretend, okay? Kenneka died 3 days before that night. The woman that died that night is Antonia Evans, and y'all ain't even really seen her yet, unless you've been following the story. So I'm going to break it down to you, okay? Andrew Holmes is the activist that claims that he saw the footage of Kenneka walking into the freezer and then later on went back and denied it. That's Andrew Holmes. He's the black guy. He's the one that started all this shit. There was a girl that got raped in March, okay? She got raped in March of 2017, but she looked exactly like Kenneka. Now, you got Lenora and Teresa playing the mom and the sister. That is not her mom, and that is not her motherfucking sister, okay? She's not neither of them. The sister is actually related to the girl that was raped in March that looks like Kenneka, but that's not her. So I'm going to tell you what they did. They hid Brianna in Indiana and paid Kenneka to play 2 people. They played Kenneka to play Brianna because she looked so much like her, and they also paid her to play a girl that died in the freezer, but she was never supposed to die. The other girl that died is Antonia Evans. So listen to me, because this is confusing. There's 3 girls. 3. There's Antonia Evans, there's Kenneka, and there's Brianna. Brianna's still alive. That's the girl that was originally raped, that was in on it too. She got paid to allow them to use her picture to pretend that was Kenneka. So on Dr. Oz and on the news and all that shit, that was Brianna's picture. That wasn't Kenneka. But they paid Kenneka to play both parts because they were going to get money off of Antonia Evans' organs. So both of those girls were put on Front Street. The only person that was not supposed to be known about was Antonia Evans. Now I'm going to tell you who Antonia Evans is. Antonia Evans is the woman in the freezer and the woman in the casket. That is a 48-year-old woman that went missing the same time as Kenneka. Her mother is 65 years old and has been looking for her for months. Talk to her daughter every day. All of a sudden, she disappears. So let me tell you what they did. They tricked Kenneka and told Kenneka they were going to kill Antonia at the hotel. She was supposed to get a lump sum of money for the organs. So the real Kenneka thought she was about to get paid off, but they ended up killing her ass off too, because she was young and her body was more valuable. So basically, yeah, Kenneka was at the hotel, but not on the 9th. She was there on the 6th. She got drunk. She got there early in the daytime. She got drunk. Her friend Monifa, once she was drunk, took her to the cremation place. And when she went to the cremation place, it was the mom, the fake sister, and the big dogs and the higher-ups. They took her ass out, bro. Bam, no more Kenneka. Mutilated her body, took all of her organs, no more Kenneka. All right? Now we need somebody to put in the casket at this funeral. That's where Antonia comes in. They killed Antonia, took Kenneka's clothes from the cremation spot, put them on Antonia, put Antonia in a casket, and buried her under Kenneka's name. That's what they did. So basically, now that people are investigating, they're about to pull up the body, and I bet money they didn't expect for this to get this big, bro. They didn't expect that. They about to exhume the body and watch. It's another woman in there. It's not going to be no 19-year-old girl. The 19-year-old girl is fully cremated. She's gone. There's nothing left. She's already been ran through the crematory, okay? She's gone. But Teresa's the killer. The mom is the killer. It was a sacrifice and like a mini movie. This lady was about to be getting paid her whole life, probably get a movie deal and all of that shit. You know what I mean? As a woman, a grieving mother. Okay? So Kenneka is dead. And the woman y'all don't know about, like I said, Antonia Evans. Now, if you are still confused, let me post 3 videos. I promise you'll watch this. And the reason why you guys need to know this is because if they're doing stuff like this and getting away with it, that's not good for us.
Now you see that? So if you just read between the lines, do this sound like damn? If you look at the obituary, Miss Teresa got daughters of her own. And her daughters is not counted for. She got 2 daughters. You don't see the scam now? Like, damn, oh, okay, look. Why would King Robert call Frank and say, hey, why did y'all switch the body in the casket? Look, this don't look like no Kenneka Jenkins to me in the casket. It would make so much sense that, check this out. Won't it make sense when Trey Gang say this? If she died sometime in June for the kidney of Selena Gomez, and you need your family to boom walk on the camera footage at certain angles and set her up to. Ooh, I told y'all Trey Gang. Man, look, I don't care what anybody say. Man, you know Trey Gang is the truth. Man, you know Trey Gang gonna give it to you straight up, bro. I don't even need views on this shit. As long as I get one sheet, bam, that's all I want. So look, once you listen to her narrative, listen to this narrative
Get me
now.
answers. So,
Special investigator.
yeah, that's what he stated to me.
So you were misled.
Yes, I was misled
Okay.
from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Do
So
you have any communication with him now or no?
No,
No.
no,
okay.
there's no need.
Right.
I know other activists, I know from Facebook you accused of them raising money without your knowledge all the way for the protest.
Yes.
So what was that situation? Because they were saying that, money's necessary if someone gets arrested and for the buses, and that they explained that to you and you were okay if they got money to take care of those situations.
Listen, let me tell you something. I didn't know my purpose of being out there. I thank God for everybody. Whichever way they did it, I asked for help. When you ask for help, you can't direct the help, which way this help going to go. But as far as them collecting money, I never knew about it until
If you agree with me, thumb me up when I say, hey, do that look like a girl in the cast and look more like Miss Teresa than Kenneka? This the crazy part about it, cause I'm like, man, I never look at this type of shit, bro. I would never, you know what I'm saying? You would get away with this shit, bro. Look, you can get away with this shit, brother. If you ain't here, look, same nose, same lips, same eyes, same goddamn. Mm. Want me to keep it going? If you want me to keep it going, you gotta hit that share button now. Mandatory. You gotta hit the share button. Cause if however I got to rough these YouTube streets up just to bully my way and getting that truth out there just to be like, man, look, y'all, I understand y'all love y'all YouTubers and all this stuff. And hey, man, what you love more? The truth or goddamn it, your favorite YouTuber? Cause I'm not your favorite YouTuber, bro. I'm a nobody. I don't want no. Look. When I say this, I don't want no. I don't want no clout. I don't want no. You know what I'm saying? No views. I don't want. You know. I don't want nothing but come behind it but the truth. Real talk. The reason why I'm showing you this shit, all because what Chosen King said. Guess what Chosen King said? Now look. Do I got everybody attention? Thumb me up if I got everybody attention. Be like, yep, Trey Game, you made your point on this one. That girl do look like that could be Miss Teresa's daughter in the casket. That's why she will be at the funeral, because that's her daughter in the casket. Miss Teresa's real daughter. The Kenneka been dead all along. So what you saying, Trey Gang? Because it was a couple of thousand people at the funeral. Yeah, guess how Hollywood works. Yeah, get everybody thinking this goddamn funeral was public. Shit. Gotta hit that share button now. You gotta hit that share button now. Cause all because when they talk about Antonio and Vet Evans, guess who they really talking about? Miss Teresa kids. And then she got 2 kids that's unaccounted for. Everybody focused on Kenneka Jenkins thinking that's Miss Teresa's daughter. But nobody ain't focused on her kids that she had. Cause I'm like, damn, did Miss Teresa ever have kids? Yeah, one of them in the casket. You can't get away from this. Look, that lady look more like Miss Teresa than Kenneka. Shit. Man, let me turn up. Man, y'all run the turn up game? Let's turn up. All right. Check this out. Let's go to King Rob John. Right? Why did? Oh, y'all, my bad, y'all. Guess what, King Rob? Let's just see. Wait a minute. That's not the same girl in this casket. Mm-mm. That's why King Rob was like, yeah, let me, you know, time out, put Mr. Reese. Read between lines. You from the hood? If you from the hood, you already know what's going on. If you from the suburbs, you like, damn, what's really going on? I'm totally confused, dude. Watch this. Check this out. Look. Why would King Raw be at the police precinct saying that's his family members in the casket, and he got proof? Proof. Proof. Everything I'm finna show you. Look who he look like. Don't he look just like who? I did my research. I did my homework, bro. I don't even feel so bad. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, look, check this out, man. I hollered at my family, and my family member told me, was like, man, look, if you got the truth, why you worrying about if everybody gets down and on the side? Why would you worry about them people? You just showing weakness that, you know what I'm saying? Just put the truth out there and it's gonna prevail. And he was like, you gonna have people that come with, you know what I'm saying, come against you. You gonna stir up the horniness when you do this. Look who King Rob look like. Man, the YouTubers can't even debunk me when I say this. Everything what I said, not one YouTuber debunked me. Not one YouTuber debunked me. Mm-mm. Look, now watch this. Hold up. I'm finna play the video. You should know who that lady is. Check this out. Watch this. Don't she look just like Tanasia Walker? Do she look just like Tanasia Walker? When I say, bruh, man, these people been getting over on the public. This how Illuminati work. Watch this. Keep it scrolling. Y'all remember? This supposed to be Barbara Evans. Look who Barbara Evans looked like. Miss Teresa's side of the family. So what Chose King them did was trying to expose Miss Teresa. Yeah, tell them about your real daughters instead of Kenneka Jenkins, because that ain't your real daughter. We know that's your brother daughter. And you the legal guardian of them. That's why you got this old ass lady talking about some yeah. That's my daughter in it. And then look what she look like. See that?
I'm too official.
Yo, my fault, y'all. I'm here, y'all. Hold up.
Yeah.
Good.
Are you amazing? Oh no, I'm not you. Okay, man, you know when you say, hold on, Melody, when you say everything like everything from day one, from the beginning to six, what about, well, Melody, I want to ask you about this. Did you ever see the X-ray? Did you ever see the X-ray machine chosen head down? I mean, that he showed, and he said Geneva Knox and Anthony Evans was in there. Yeah.
So he was talking about Ashley and Teresa's two daughters. So think about it. If she died months before, if Kenneka died like in June, right, and Miss Teresa had family member to play her on the role, I still have to make this make sense now.
What you think about that? Bloody sheets and all that. Yeah. Well, what's up with that? I'm sorry, y'all. You good, Melanie. I promise you. You good, Melanie. I promise you. So the children is there, downstairs. Straight drop was down there. Me and children was face-to-face. Like, face-to-face, of course. He said that we need to do in position this and that. He was talking to some guy. I don't know that guy, but he was black as well. Kind of big. Kind of like a stocky kind of guy. And he was talking to him like, we need to position this and position that. And this guy had like a big, huge bag. It looked like it had like equipment in it. And it was not real blood. It was fake. It was fake blood because it was a white chick. What's the blood? Well, I mean, what you mean? What does fake blood come in at? And that was not a, what he said it was. Like a machine or whatever. It was not the nasty blood. What was it? It didn't look like it was. Mm-hmm. That's how Chosen knew. Yeah, good morning. Hey, and that's why when she was on Chosen Live, when she tried to jump up there and bust him out and say, hey, y'all, this motherfucker was at the Crown Plaza. That's why he kept saying, you got there on the street. When you get to the hotel, remember, y'all, she said she got there the 4th and she left the 14th. And she said it on live. She said she got there the 4th. Chosen knew it too. Chosen like, well, where you sleeping at? Chosen wouldn't let her talk. She was going to bust his ass out.
Make a long story short, what this sound like now when I tell y'all, like, if everybody knows she died months before she died, and they can all do is talk about the reenactment of what happened months before that and have you believing in September the 9th. Cold game. Boy, this some cold game here, goddammit. Get the goddamn lights up on this if you want some exclusive tea. Don't that sound about right? Don't that sound about right now? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So all he was doing was going along with the reenactment to have everybody believe in the Sikhs. That's why Mr. Richard was like purposely read the pocket ticket. Hold on, wait a minute. My daughter was her on the 6th. They would get everybody like, oh, wait a minute. Your daughter was her on the 6th. Man, you got to thumb me up on that one now. Keep me going. Keep me going, goddammit. Keep me going. Like, share, subscribe right now. I worked too hard for this. I ain't just goddamn waking up in the morning and be like, hey, what I can tell the people? Let me just put some shit together. Like, nah, we don't do that. We don't do that. Nah, we don't do that. We don't do that. Cause guess what? Remember what August Cole said about Antonio and Vet Edmonds? This what they will be doing.
He wouldn't let her talk. She was gonna go crazy on me that. She said she looked up and like, damn, that's the dude that was at the hotel. And this motherfucker doing the Kenneka shit. She looked on YouTube like, damn, look at that motherfucker right there that was at the hotel. Okay, did you see the Laura over there? Yeah. James Coleman and all them? That was James Coleman over there in the cut, yes, sir. That was James Coleman Chosen was talking about that was walking through that hallway, wasn't it? I mean, that was walking up to get his money when his face was blowing out and Chosen kept saying that was him, wasn't it? That was him. Chosen knew it. His face was blowing out, but he said he couldn't get rid of that motherfucking dent in his head. Chosen said it too, Chosen. Y'all, and then when he did that video, y'all, I swear to God, you couldn't see nothing on that dude's face. I was like, how this motherfucker 100% sure he know that's James Coleman? And then that motherfucker said, hey, yeah, you can't get rid of this dent in his head, though. Y'all, I was like, God damn, this motherfucker cold. Stupid motherfucker was there. They didn't know I was super slicing, though. Slicing they dumb ass.
So the moral of the story, when he was saying he was super slicing, he was super slicing because he knew she was already dead months ago, and he going out the reenactments what Mr. Risa signed the contract to, and King Rob took advantage of it. Hi y'all, Jack. My hands is up. Surrender mode. I'm the coldest, the realest. When it comes to break it down, exclusive T. So when you heard about the Antonio and Vet Edmonds, look at it like this, you. When they talk about the Antonio and Vet Edmonds, who daughter would be in the casket if you're paying attention? Why all this pointing back to Mr. Reese? Is King Rob basically saying, hey, Mr. Reese, do the world know about your two daughters and how they came up missing? Oh, no, let's talk about some Kenneka Jr. case. You know what I'm talking about? Keep me going. If you want me to keep me going, this is the only way you can keep me going. Like, share, and subscribe. Cause I don't want to do no membership. Cause people be like, yeah, he want to do a membership and he in it for the money. Nope. I just want to see how many people they care for Kenneka Jenkins want to actually know the truth or they want propaganda. Cause he ain't gonna get no propaganda on this, y'all. Nope. I ain't finna entertain you. I'm not finna entertain you because you believe this and that. Cause what this person told you and you gonna stick with that narrative? No, I ain't finna entertain that. Nope. That's not right. Mm-mm. 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 Keep me going. Keep me going. Shit, you done bought this Hellcat. Only thing you just need to do is just keep gas in it. You invested in it, like, yeah, I hit the like button, Trey Gang, yep. Shit. Goddamn, I got this goddamn content, goddamn it, zero down down payment. And I ain't gotta pay nothing a month for this shit, and I can ride and glide and slide to the side. Trey Gang, you a real one for that. Cause most of these suckers will tell me, hey, join my membership and you know what I'm saying, and buy all my merches and all this. You know, I don't do none of that. I don't sell t-shirts. I don't sell merches. I don't even sell a dream. Matter of fact, I don't sell shit. Only thing I can do, hey man, look. This is what I know. Hey man, look. You say you like internet, man. Why don't you use your mind? You like to wear a Gucci product? You see the designs in there? Go buy some cheap ass jeans and practice on the same design they got and see can you outdo them. And you be like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying, Trey K. Hi y'all. Look y'all, watch this. I'ma mute my microphone. All because when Trey Gang was trying to show y'all this right here, look, this is what I'm trying to show y'all. With everything about to come out of King Rob mouth, guess who the big homie? King Rob. In what area? Parkway Garden. 59 in Norman. There's 59. Right? This so crazy to me, bro, that I'm seeing how the FBI, look at it as the FBI profile. Like, look at this a Monopoly game. You want to know how to play Monopoly? Anybody play Monopoly? All right. Just imagine if you played the Monopoly game in your life. Just imagine if you want to play Monopoly game in real life for what you learned from the board game and be like, damn, all I just need to be the banker. After the whole goddamn game, you really need to be the banker. Because guess what? The banker got control of the money. But the people that's playing the game, they got to show their skills to play the game. See, you want to know nothing about none of this shit. This shit crazy, bro. Basically, what I'm saying here is this. I can play King Rob video. This whole video, this whole video, an hour and 55 minutes long. When Trey Gang tell you this here, hey, I could just play this whole live video with no cuts, with no interruption. Just to prove to y'all, be like, hey, won't this make sense about the casket theory? And the body double, what King Rob said. If you want me to play King Rob video for an hour, 55 minutes, basically 2 hours, right? 2 hours. If you want me to play it, share and like right now, because guess what? It's going to blow your mind. The minute that he get to talking, you finna be like, damn. Man, Mr. Reese finna be really crashing out. I'll wait. I'll wait. I promise you, no cuts, no gimmick. You need to hear this. Trey Gang, you say I need to hear this? Yeah, you need to hear this whole live video. I know I got a channel of my own, but you need to hear this. Hold on, let me see what's going on. 140. How many likes I got? 143. We doing good. Everybody that thumb me up right now, encourage everybody to come in this live video now and to watch this. And when they come in the chat, be like, yeah, what's going on? I'm here. Enlighten them. And be like, shh, pay attention. And you will see at the end of it. Watch this. Check this out, y'all. Watch this. Before I start the video, You should know what's going on with this image. Once you find out what's going on with this image, it will make sense about a body switch in the casket. When they told the funeral, I thought it was a public funeral. It really wasn't. Nope, it wasn't even no public funeral. They were all actors and mother. Y'all ready? Who ready? Let me fix my chat up right quick. Cause everything what he finna say, finna add up with August Cole, the actor, all the other YouTubers, Straight Job Zillionaire. I don't know. Why this? Check this out, y'all.
That's when he come to pick his money up. Yeah, he knows.
Jenkins, pretty much knew everything. Let me finish when Chosen.
Did y'all hear say Chosen pretty much knew everything, and that's how he came out on YouTube. Came out on YouTube knowing everything. When he found that director's motherfucking one, I was like, God damn, this motherfucker cold. But he kept like, look, y'all, watch how the people walk back. Watch how they tell me to stop. Watch how they tell me to move. This to do. I said, this motherfucker, God damn, is this nigga Jesus? They just sent Jesus. That was Jesus. Jesus.
And I went down to that one business. Okay, after you talked to the story guy, he said, well, this is fake blood. I think you're going to need some more towels, all that, right? So that made me feel security guy.
So there was no murder mystery game going on. This is some reenactment because of some real shit, right? Is what you believe.
Parts. You understand?
You said what? You said what?
That's what I was trying to tell you guys earlier, but I didn't know how to say it.
You heard her. She said, this wasn't no murder mystery shit going on. Margaret said, this wasn't no murder mystery shit going on. Was it? This was some real shit. She said, correct.
Correct.
Is this true? Can you get footage from there? This true, Eric Martin. Yeah, this true. I'm King Rob. All you gotta do is Google me, and you'll see me slicing that case up from the beginning. I'm the one who really went out on the streets and did this. Me and Marco goofy ass, but when he was with them too. We the ones who found a burial site and everything. Man, we was the ones who was fighting for Antonia Lebet Evans, who is that was in the casket.
Mr. Richard Daughters.
Can I get footage from Doubletree? I don't know. I just sliced the case up already. I don't even need to really go to Doubletree. I've been you talking about the footage from the Doubletree for that shit that happened that night with her? No, you're not gonna be able to get the footage from that happened that night, that day. You're not gonna be able to get it because that's David Pena's hotel. That's David Pena's. That's David Freeman. Yeah, I think his name David Freeman. And that's David Freeman. And the guy who owned the hotel, he's the guy who owned that hotel and he's part of it too. He was with the organ trafficking back then. He's Donald Trump's best friend. One of Donald Trump's friends. And Donald Trump imported him and where Donald Trump gave him the appointed him Israel. He's the son of Israel, the prime minister of Israel. He's the prime minister of Israel. Donald Trump appointed him that. So that's why they let him do that there like that. Because Evanston and Rosemont is the town where they do all the organ harvesting shit. That's where they got the organ harvesting plugs at, where everybody know. All that shit was set up. Freedom fighters, all of them are set up. Them crisis actors and shit, all of them.
What?
And split up. Like everything. Right.
Okay.
The guy was not bleeding for real. You understand?
What guy?
The security guy.
Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. Right, that was fake, right?
Yes. It's not
I knew that. Wait, we knew that.
And
Okay, why would they have him pretending to be bleeding?
part of the movie.
Part of the movie, right? I know it.
Okay, but Melanie, still, it's just like this here, but somebody died that night, though, right?
And I didn't know the true because I never seen them. Unless he just made it up. But I believe it was 4 ladies that was supposed to do makeup on.
Geneva Knox and Antonia Evans. Because I think one of them... Hey, listen. Y'all, that's why when I was like, yeah, somebody died that night for sure, right? She was like, yep. Ooh, I bet. Look, she knew it, y'all, because she didn't want... That was the part that Melanin kept trying not to tell. That she did the makeup on the dead girls. And then I kept telling y'all that. It's only one thing she keep holding back, that she did the makeup on the dead girls. And that's why she got the $55,000. And I told her in the door, I say, shit, you know what I'm saying? You came out with it already, so it don't make a difference. And that's why they started trying to scare her. Once you did, I think, because I remember Zari was saying something to Chosen on that day. She was like, she was glad she didn't come. Well, she said something about, she was glad something happened because she think they was going to try to kill her that night. Hey, and Zaria said it. Zaria said that on the channel. Zaria was talking to Chosen, and Chosen somehow knew that she was into devil worship and all that shit, and Chosen got to talking to her, and I swear to God, y'all, that girl was finna break. He was trying to break her ass on that. She was at, man, like a second from breaking. I was like, why the fuck did he stop? He had her ass, y'all. He had her. She was already to the point where she told him, like, they was going to try to kill her that night. She was like, y'all, please believe me. That wasn't me up in there. I wasn't in there woo up there. But she was like, she basically said, they tried to get her. She said they was going to kill her that night. She said they was going to kill her that night. She said, I'm glad I didn't go. She said that was supposed to be me. I swear to God, she kept saying that was supposed to be me. She kept saying they were trying to get her out there. The girl kept saying it. She kept saying that's supposed to be me.
What that sound like now?
Like, why she saying that? No, Zach dead for real. Zach dead for real. Ain't no Kenneka. The name Kenneka was the name ain't no Kenneka. Her real name is Anisha Flowers. They when they took as twins, they took them and named them Kenny and Kenneka Jenkins. They took that Kenny Martin and they was sold when they wasn't took. They was sold to Kenny Martin and Barbara Evans. Yeah, just go check the Pittsburgh twins. The twins from Pittsburgh. You can Google it. Ivan and Anisha Flowers. Their mother name is Patricia Flowers. They was took from they were sold. Which one sold first? I think.
So he talking about Miss Teresa daughters. Her 2 daughters. That's crazy to me. If you didn't learn nothing now, you finna learn something now. That's why he's saying the shit that he's saying about Miss Teresa. Look, Miss Teresa daughters. The one that's in the casket. Don't that make sense now? That's all I want to say. Boy, this shit get better by the minute. So, do y'all catch on when he said, oh, the twins is actually Miss Teresa's daughters? The twins is actually Miss Teresa's daughters. Woo! What?
Kenny was sold first. Ivan was sold first. They sold Ivan first, and then for 2000, and then they came back and got Kenneka. And then they named them Kenneka and Kenny. They were named with Ivan and Anisha. They named them Kenneka and Kenny, and then they went to Atlanta and was staying with their uncle J Money. Not the J Money that they say got killed in Illinois and Chicago. The J Money on the picture when she got the brown pants on. And when she got up here, y'all, she was in the Zoom house. If you want more information, Google the Zoom house in Chicago, Illinois, on the west side. That's where she was at. That's where she's standing at on that picture. She was in a Zoom disability house. And her caseworker name was Darlene. And I talked to them, and I got lives on them confirming she was there and everything. That's why when she was sitting in the room with Teresa Martin that day, and I think it was either Kenneka or Teresa, one of them said, and this is the first time you've been in my room, or the second time you've been in here in years, or some shit like that. Because she wasn't going over there. And trust me, Zach is dead. See, the thing about the Zach thing is this here. The Zach thing don't have nothing to do with the Kenneka case. That's why, you see what I'm saying? It don't have nothing to do. The situation with Zach don't have nothing to do with the Kenneka case. Not one thing. Only thing I could say probably had to do with the Kenneka case was probably a little karma for Zach doing those interviews and shit like that. But Zach wasn't a part of it. Zach, I got videos that I put up already. Zach was not at the hotel. Zach was only paid to get those interviews and to keep it everybody, you know, because he had that mainstream platform in Illinois and shit, in Chicago, and a lot of more places. So Zach was just put there to do that. But then when Chosen got his spot, when Chosen switched on him, they started giving Zach money, I think. Well, I don't know how much money they was giving him, but I know for a fact they gave Zach the position to do the movie. They gave Zach the position to do the movie. And they made him get his Zach Entertainment LLC so they can drop Zach TV One LLC so they can drop the money in that. And that's why Chosen was going so hard at Zach. That's why I hated Zach so much and that's why a lot of the other YouTubers was putting Zach name so much in it, because Zach, the higher up seen Zach was more business minded than the most other goofies. And they said they'll let him do the movie shit. Yes, you. If you saying the same thing I'm saying, Barack Obama, you was right. If you saying the same thing I'm saying, you was right. Listen, Johnny said that when Chosen live, she said I was just. She said I feel like I was supposed to have got killed that night. That's exactly what she said.
I just want to get out.
Miss Barbara, did you see Miss Barbara there? You see Miss Barbara there? Yeah.
So who daughter got killed that night? Now look, read between the lines, bruh. Check this out. If you can't read between the lines, when King Rob got these people talking about, look.
Oh, let me say that.
Was Miss Barbara there?
Yes.
She was there. Okay, let me ask you this. Now, there go Miss Barbara there. So, 1,000% proof Antonia Levette Evans is dead. Y'all heard us talk to the Uncle Bear. Y'all heard us numerous recording phone calls on Bear. And when y'all heard Miss Barbara Evans first come out, all y'all heard Miss Barbara Evans say that she have never knew Teresa in her life. They just grew up in the same neighborhood. Y'all remember her saying that, right? Put a one in the chat if y'all remember her saying that. Now, I don't know Teresa. We just grew up in the same neighborhood. She grew up where I grew up at on the west side. By the Henry Hornets. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that. And then I'm going to give you 1,000% proof that that's Antonia Levette Evans that they switched the body with and she's dead. Well, why would Barbara Evans be at the funeral? Oh, because her child was at the funeral. Yes. And why would Barbara Evans be at the hotel? Yes, because her child was at the hotel. Getting her kidney took out. Now, if that ain't a body blow, then what do you call that? body blow, body blow, body blow. Checkmate. That was a chess move. Do y'all see how cold that is? There's no way in hell they can get around her. They never knew each other, so why is she at the funeral? Because her child there. And why is she at the hotel with Teresa? Because her child there. And why is Teresa at the hotel, y'all, and when she told y'all her child was missing, she wants so much sympathy, this and that, why is she at the hotel, y'all? When she told y'all she didn't even know how to get the road money, I jump up here, I'm in the road the month, hey, I'm going, I had pulled up in there. No, she was there because her child was there. Lenore was there because Lenore was part of it. Lenora and Teresa Martin and two more people, Mr. Cheese and Mr. Wilson, beat, and Monifa was there as well. They beat Alicia Flowers to death. Oh, yes. On the 6th, when they gave her to the pyramid and she fell into the boom into the lamp, and they left in the car and they went out there and got Cheese and Wilson, and then they came back and they took Kenneka with her and they took him over to Frank. And when they got on to Frank, Frank told them, y'all selling her organs, so y'all gotta kill her. So they beat her down. That's why Little Cheese has the blood on his pants leg.
So when you make a long story short, only thing when King Rob knew, Kenneka died months ago, and when they did the reenactment, a girl actually died to who family member. Now you got two girls that died on September. Y'all remember they had us think Kenneka died on September 9th and another girl. Think about it, Kenneka died months before and two girls died that night. Yeah, buddy. Man, Trey Gang finna really light them up. Man, I'm finna really light them up. So, when King Rod got to telling the Trey Gang using his own words against him, cause look, guess how he sound now.
So they beat her down right after the interview, because the Zach interview, because right after they beat her down, Zach got the interview. And then when they taped them, they had them beat her down at Frank's crematory in Evanston. And then when they was in there beating up, Frank wasn't in the room, and they recorded it. And that's why y'all seen Teresa Martin and Lenora come running up out of that room like that, yelling, because when they was in the basement looking at that phony flat body that they had on the thing down there, that little flat body they had on the stretcher, when they was down there looking at it, they looked up and said, what the fuck is Frank doing here? Wouldn't y'all wonder why is the Frank's Evanston crematory man downstairs in the basement? She's supposed to get buried, so why is the crematory man there? Oh, then they looked and seen Frank, and they didn't know what Frank was on. Frank was also delivering all the melanin and everything to the people who put the melanin and everything into those suitcases, along with the kidneys and organs of Anthony Evans and Geneva Knox, and he also delivered that there. And then when he also came, they was looking to wonder why he was there, and they took them upstairs. They took them into that room, and when they walked in there, Frank showed them the big light skin to do with the freckles. He showed them the video of them killing Anisha. And that's why Lenore was so all fucked up in shock on WGCI, like she was in a trance, because they seen her, man. That's why they ran out the room scared as fuck like that, because the higher-ups had that on them. And that's how they played. They gonna have something on you. And that's why they ran out the room like that. Yes, because Frank showed them the audio of them killing a girl. That's how they keep themselves clean. And then we call Frank, if you think I'm just lying and all that, we also call Frank live and put him on the chat, my people who know. We called Frank live, and Frank also told us live. We tricked him and recorded him. We was the king of doing that. And we recorded him, and he said, yes, I had her belongings for this amount of time. And yes, she came to his crematory place. But why would she be at his crematory place in Evanston when she was supposed to have been in the morgue up there with Kristen Howell weighing the motherfucking lungs, and Kristen Howell up there weighing the motherfucking lungs. And guess what, y'all? Oh my God, one of the lungs is too motherfucking big for a child. Because the lung that she was wearing was Anisha Flowers. Oh my God. And so that means she never made it to the motherfucking corners, because when y'all beat the shit out of Antonia Levette Evans and Geneva Knox that night, bam, they went up there. And I also have the recorded phone call of the crematory place that told y'all that they also cremated Geneva Knox, and it was only a one-person funeral, and the person that was at the funeral was a tall guy.
That's crazy. If everybody had been following the Kenneka Jenkins craze, the case, you know this is crazy shit King Rob said. But it's actually the truth. Look. I don't know how many people that caught on to what he actually said, because I'm reading the comments and I'm seeing a certain individual ain't focused. They ain't focused because they know what King Rob's saying. Just say, like, if you know what's about to come up in the conversation. In there with the chat, like, yeah, what's up, girl? Nothing up. Where you been there? I ain't seen you in a while. And the whole time the tea been getting spread and it just went over your head. Booyah! That's so crazy to me. So watch this. You can't say you just a fucking nigga and you just caught on to what King Rob said. Oh, I need your father. Trey Gang said this her. Oh, that means when it come to the girl in the casket, guess who the girl in the casket is? Man, this shit crazy. Guess who the girl in the casket is? Because that show like Kenneka. And Trey Gang said, hey, y'all. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me do it like this. I said, hey, look, gang. You just heard what King Rob said. Guess who the girl in the casket looked like? Drop it in my chat right now. When I say, who the girl in the casket look like? So I can verify if somebody been listening to me. I don't want to waste nobody's time. You know what I'm talking about? Keep dropping in the chat. I just want y'all to see everybody that get it wrong, and everybody that get it wrong, you know they are op. Turn up on the op when they get the question wrong, the answer wrong. So when I told y'all, and everybody said, yeah, Miss Teresa, that girl look just like Miss Teresa in the casket. No doubts about that, Trey Gang. You did prove that. So if I prove that, what this sound like?
Oh, there's no way they can get out of these pressure points. Body blow, body blow, body blow. He's on fire. He's on fire. Let's get it, man. What about Kimberly Evans? What about Kimberly Evans? See, because if Miss Barbara was there, they had her child.
Her daughter there. Have you ever seen pictures? Have you ever seen Miss Barbara's daughter? Kim? Okay. Let me ask you, brother, do you feel better now that you came out and told the truth?
I was always wearing a cabbage sheet.
Did you feel like a weight that lifted off your shoulders?
Yeah.
So all they did was they started Miss Teresa Martin and had Barbara Evans and say that's her daughter in the freezer in the casket. In reality, that's Miss Teresa's daughter in the casket perpetrating this Kenneka. Oh! Man, I hope y'all from the hood. Cause when it come to the hood, this was finna let you know how educated you is from the hood. If you from the suburb, boy, you in conspiracy mode. You don't know what's going on in our neck of the woods. Look. So Trey Gang was telling y'all, do Trey Gang sound crazy now when I say, hey, man, I be going live and stuff, and I'm looking at the body in the casket. I'm like, do y'all believe that's Kenneka in the casket? I believe that's Kenneka in the casket. Till I dig a little deeper and found out the con. They're just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you go somewhere, right? The mother like, have you ever played 3 card Molly? It lets you win. If a motherfucker come to me talking about 3 card Molly, I'ma act like I ain't never heard of it, and I know you gonna let me win 3 times for the real bet come in, so I'ma get my big money. Man, I'm finna get my big money, cause you finna let me win on this, cause you old playing the other, yeah, when I hit them, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. Tell me, gang, do this hit different now? Who would King Raw would be talking about? Who the girl in the casket? And whose daughter it is besides Antonio and Vic Evan? Would they be talking about Miss Teresa?
That's because it has been. You've been carrying it, you've been carrying around that weight for all these months. You're just doing yourself in. And I know you feel better by coming on out with the truth. Ain't nothing better than the truth.
Yeah. See?
And you all good. You all good with us.
You all good.
You all good. You because you done. You know why we looking? We gotta. I gotta say this. We have to respect you because you sort of done with me and Rob. Me and Rob, the only 2 men out of this whole entire situation. You just did the exact same thing me and Rob did. You stepped up out of all the people.
And well, why I'm the only motherfucker still standing up then? Motherfucker, you should have said nigga me, you little bitty bitch. That little bitty bitch, that little bitty bitch, that little bitty bitch talking about weak. Nigga, don't put me in no weak category with you, nigga. You weak, nigga. The fuck are you talking about, man? I ain't got but goons around me, motherfucker. We gonna do it right, motherfucker. You wasn't doing that. I told you, Boofy. You was the cameraman, you stupid retarded motherfucker in the dough.
So you in the same category with me and Rob. You stepped up and did something immaculate.
You did.
Something that people not even nowhere near doing.
You know? Hey, y'all hit me back there slice. He's like, yeah, you like me and Rob. We would tell like, stronger together. That's Melanie. That's the lady who did the makeup on Kendra, the girl that was walking around the hotel making y'all think it was Kenneka. She went home. I showed you that. I got videos of her walking out the hotel. I'm going home.
And that's why Miss Teresa said, how did my daughter made it outside that hotel if she know that wasn't her daughter that made it outside that hotel, but she had family members to play that role to keep the narrative going? How y'all do that make sense now? thumb me up, share, like, subscribe right now, goddammit. We don't play games on this channel. We truth seekers. We truth seekers. I just want y'all to see the light. Man, this what made King Rob so special. This is what I respect King Rob on. I respect King Rob for the simple fact because he told the world about the 6, the 7. All because of the propaganda. They want you to believe, what, did she die on the 6? Or did she die on the 9? He kept the narrative rolling. Once he kept that narrative rolling, that's what August Cole come in at. Yeah, y'all know the little stripper bitch. Yeah, y'all following stripper bitches. What happened to Kenneka Jingle? Follow the stripper bitch. Man, follow the stripper bitch. Yeah, Tony and she's saying the same thing King Rob said. Look.
With the big swole dude. Yeah, she went home. That was a girl named Kendra. The only person that got killed on that night when they was doing the reenactment was Antonia Ledette Evans and Geneva Knox.
2 girls. And guess what one of them in the casket looked like? Miss Teresa. Why you think they got Barbara Evans talking about, yeah, I know Miss Teresa and that's my daughter in the casket type shit, because they know the truth. Like, yeah, Miss Teresa, tell the world about your other children that you had scamming the government. Shit. When King Rob was talking about that was foreigners, and then you just heard what he just said. Why this? Planet of the Fake. When he said Kendra, guess who Kendra is? Watch this. Guess who Kendra is? Y'all want to know who Kendra is? I'm finna show it to you. This the crazy part about it. Look, gang, I did my research. How about when Trey Gang was doing research, right? I ain't thinking about Kendra. Kendra ain't coming across my mind, even though I heard her because what P said. All because I went on Mitchell Reese's page, and guess who I found out who Kendra was? Watch this, check this out. Watch this, y'all. This the crazy part about it. I'm finna show y'all who Kendra is. When P said we can't find Kendra, what Kendra is. This is what Kendra looked like. Hold on, let me keep scrolling. Right here, huh?
Hey, what up, y'all? Planet of Fakes here. And this is the only Kendra in Kenneka's family. That's a bag right there. Did she just get in town? But this is Kendra right here. And basically, if anybody got sacrificed named Kendra, this probably would be her. I doubt she got sacrificed though. But this is the only Kendra in Kenneka's family.
So I tell you what, when Zach TV was questioning P's and said this, hold on, watch this. Since we talking about Kendra, let's stick on Kendra. Let's see what they say about Kendra.
Okay, I know you heard the conversation. So it wasn't the same. So She eventually grabbed like Kenneka. This was just.
Trying to play like she be over in it or Irene be over. No, it ain't never nothing like that. Man.
Okay. When y'all start seeing social media and okay, what was y'all like
flow the flow around and look ask anything. Y'all see it. You seen me during the blue jean jacket. Y'all see our friend. What anybody else do? They say they friend missing. Everybody start participating.
Stick it to the script.
And is it true? Yes or no? Y'all told the security play that.
With big hotel gonna give a help. He brushed us off and he walked.
You know, fuck.
Time, man. Shit. He said XYZ. I'm like, y'all expect
you care. That shit. Damn, she know.
Yeah. That's what you mean?
Yeah.
You know, yes. Y'all disturbing the peace. They never said nothing to us.
They wanted y'all to stay.
They didn't say anything. Blankly didn't say nothing. There wasn't no concern. There wasn't no, hey, yeah, y'all disturbed the peace. We finna put y'all out. No.
Who went?
To be honest, we couldn't find nobody. We literally walking around like, where's the help? Where's the hotel security? Where did they go? We didn't see dude. We didn't see nobody. We didn't see nobody. We seen main two when the party was going on. When it was jumping, it was buzzing. It was two main security guards that was coming up there. And after we started looking for her, we looking for hotel security. Like, man, somebody to help. You know,
So once you find out the truth about Kenneka Jenkins, right? You see how they following the script, be like, yeah, this what was going on September 9th, but they already knew she died months ago. Let's get back to Kendra. Planet of the Fate trying to tell the world. So don't this sound like that's why Zach got the interview with them, because they trying to keep the narrative going, right? Crazy shit now. Hold up. What Kendra?
Somebody that can go in the back, somebody that can go not get the access to open door. None of it. We didn't see nobody. We ain't get no help. It wasn't like they was concerned.
Okay. This the realest shit.
Like PP.
Oh, that's a personal problem, a double P. That's the realest shit I heard on some real shit, some real Chicago shit. From the what? We know
real period, man.
Cause you know my
you know how come on, man.
Okay.
We can't find it, man. What Kendra at? Oh, Kendra.
Shut it. I see how y'all coming.
You know how come on, man.
Okay.
We can't find it, man. What Kendra at? Oh, Kendra.
Cause you know.
I always want to know who is Kendra. Who is Kendra?
Oh, my
friend, you know how come on, man.
Okay.
We can't find it, man. What Kendra at? Oh, Kendra.
Kendra?
Alright, what up, y'all? Planet of Fakes here. And this is the only Kendra in Kenneka's family. That's a bag right there. Did she just get in town? But this is Kendra right here. And basically, if anybody got sacrificed named Kendra, this probably would be her. I doubt she got sacrificed though. But this is the only Kendra in Kenneka's family. Have y'all seen her? Have y'all seen this Kendra? Quetta was calling her her sister. So more than likely it's just a close friend of the family. But Quetta was calling her her sister. Shout out to Miss Anointed for getting these screenshots. So let me know, y'all. Is this the Kendra?
Look, check this out. I found Kendra. Guess what Kendra worked for? She worked for O'Hare Airport. And you will be surprised with who she worked. What her job title is. Man. Hi, y'all. Like and share this, subscribe if you want me to keep this shit going. Cause I know the content that I got, man, I'm finna buzz these bitches up. And it's over with. Look at this. Why this?
Y'all looking for? I'm not looking for nobody because I know nobody died. 400 people's not going to take part in killing one person or another person and switching bodies and doing fake footage. It's just not going to happen, man. But I'm always here.
And guess what she's standing there? Boy, guess what? I found where she's standing at. And remind y'all, you see why he got the luggage? You see why he got the luggage circle out? Because he know what time she came in town. And you can read this in the police reports. Cold fucking game. You can read this actually in the police report. Cause guess what? Cause Mr. Reason said, hey, it was people came in from out of town that's in her call log. Guess who she looked like? Look, guess who she looked like? Man, once you look at her in Michigan, when I say stir it, you'll be like, oh my God. Trey Gang, you got to be a real motherfucker to look at some shit like this here. Only you would do shit like, damn, Trey Gang the only motherfucker that looked into some that type of shit. Like, damn, I would never think about this going in just looking at this type of stuff. Nope. They were playing the face telling y'all. Why did? Check this out. I can show y'all the same background where she at. Guess why he said, yeah, you see she got luggage. What if Trey Gang retired and be like, that's why she popped up in town. If Kenneka died months ago, won't you think that's why Mr. Reese, the whole family would be in Crown Plaza Hotel doing the reenactment? And they promised a girl like, yeah, act in my, you know what I'm saying, and kill the girl, not Kendra, you know what I'm talking about? If you know, if you was a part of it, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, buddy. I see I ain't even get 200 likes, so this goddamn information must don't be value. I must be capping. So guess what, gang? Trey Gang, love y'all, man. Y'all be cool, y'all be safe, and y'all be cool, bro. And be safe in the YouTube street, cause man, everything that's glitter is not gold, bro. And I'm out.